Now open. The Washington West African Center invites individuals, businesses,
Okay,
and
we're live. Okay.
organizations to showcase this year's Sounds of Africa Festival
That reminds me of my first day
August 15,
teaching,
2026
because
from 1 p.m. to 7
I
p.m.
started
at
teaching at a
Garfield
charter
Park
school,
in Everett.
and they don't give too much training.
Now in its
Oh,
fourth year, the festival is a vibrant celebration of African culture, bringing together music, food, fashion, art, and community. It is a space for cultural expression, connection, and supporting local businesses. Expect live performances, authentic cushion, artisan markets, cultural displays, family-friendly activities, and community resource booths, all in one powerful gathering. We are welcoming a wide range of vendors from food and retail to non-profits and service providers, with over 1,000 attendees expected. This is a great opportunity to connect, promote, and grow your network. To keep this important event alive and accessible to the public, vendor contributions will help cover essential festival costs and ensure its success. Spaces are limited, so register early and be part of something meaningful. For registrations, kindly contact us on 425-758-3269 or email info@wawak.org. Yet you can visit our website on www.wawak.org. Join us as we celebrate culture, community, and connection at Sounds of Africa Festival 4.0 at Garfield Park, August 15th, 2020.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Washington West African Community Podcast. My name is Elias Kalembo, and I'll be your host for today. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Sounds of Africa Festival 4.0. That means the fourth iteration of the same festival. This is a festival that brings together the African community in Seattle and the greater Washington state to celebrate African culture through live music performances, African cuisine from across the continent, and a great fashion show that is the prestigious and the centerpiece of the whole festival. Today, to help me talk about this festival, I have two guests here who are going to introduce themselves and their role at the festival itself. Welcome.
hi. My name is Fabian. I'm one of the finance employees here at Wawak. Just here to join and talk about my experience from last year's Sounds of Africa Festival and just kind of invite the community to come and just join us to learn a little bit more about what's going to happen on Saturday the 15th.
Yep. Thank you so much, Fabian. And you are?
Hi, my name is Sahara. I am going to participate in the Sounds of Africa Festival this year as a model. And I also helped last year with the children's programs, the Bouncy Castle, and their performance. So I'm here to give my 2 cents on what's going to happen at the festival.
Great. Thank you so much. So as you can see, both of my guests have so much experience with this festival. So we're gonna take the time to explore what it is and what we can expect from the festival. So my first question is for Sahara over there. So what activities are there for children to participate at this festival?
Yeah, so there's quite a few activities for children. Like I said, there will be a performance. The performance will just have them singing, dancing, giving a showcase of some African culture. And the children also have a couple of other things. There is a bouncy castle, very fun.
Okay.
Face painting station right next to it. And there are free haircuts for children who attend. So there will be a on the property.
And just to confirm, this event is free for all members of the community, right?
Yes, it is completely free for everyone involved, children included. The face painting is free. The bouncy castle is free. So please come on over and enjoy our festival.
Oh, great. Thank you. So my second question is for Fabian. So how do we ensure the festival is safe, accessible, and welcoming for families?
Every year, I feel like it's always been just like a fun environment. I think it's very welcoming. It's a public park in downtown Everett. It's a Garfield Park. So entry for everyone is coming from 3 different sides. There's also a little playground there, but we do hire on-site security to be able to make sure that no one's causing any harm to anyone. I mean, the event's always been just community members coming in, just checking out what vendors we have. So it's just kind of a time for everyone to come together. There's nothing harmful or anyone that's being served. So it's just kind of fun vibes. There's going to be a lot of music, performances, lots of vendors. There'll be lots of things for people to enjoy while they're here. And like Sahara said about the bouncy castle, we'll have someone kind of like supervising that so that no one gets hurt.
Oh, nice. Did you participate in the bouncy castle last year?
No, actually, I was part of the media department, so I was mostly recording everything, but we did have kind of off to the side like the bouncy castle for everyone.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so my third question is for Sahara. Once again, we'll come back to you. So what was your favorite parts of last year's children's performance?
Oh, definitely. I think the short answer is the entire thing. But I think specifically, we had a kid named Habib. He dressed as a African-American spirit, and he went around, he had knives covered in red. He went around and he threatened the crowd with the little plastic knives, and it was incredible. It was such a great energy to bring. And I think it can also teach people about the culture as well. So it was really fun seeing the children have just so much fun in their performances and what they were doing. So yeah, it was definitely Habib running around and threatening people.
Yeah, that sounds so cool. So is that something we can expect again this year, or like what do you have planned for this year for the kids?
I do believe they're dancing and singing. I'm not sure if we're going to have a spirit showcase again.
No.
I know. But I do know that they are working very hard on their performance. They are singing their hearts out, definitely getting those lyrics down. So we can definitely expect to see them have lots of fun. And there's definitely games around the area as well. So definitely a great place to bring kids by.
Oh, nice. Honestly, I'm not going to miss this one. I'll take your word for it.
Yes.
Sounds amazing. So my next question is back to you, Fabian.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of vendors can the attendees expect?
Again, I feel like every year it's been like a little bit different, but I think it's kind of like always a common theme. It's always going to be like vendors who sell like specifically like West African food. It'll be like snacks. I think we have like shaved ice. There's going to be like people selling African artifacts and jewelry. A lot of our vendors are actually other nonprofits, so they'll be doing a lot of advertising for like their own foundations or organizations. We have people coming from like community transit to talk about like the public transportation system and how it's growing to kind of connect the community a little bit. To think a lot of our people do rely on like public transportation. So I think that's a really important thing to tell people about so that they know kind of how to get around, how to travel. But we'll have like lots of different things. I think our vendors had like over 100 people sign up to be a vendor at our event, but not everyone's going to be able to kind of make it. So we're kind of still, I think, filtering through people, confirming who can attend, but just like generalizing some like African artifacts, jewelry, food, ice cream, and shaved ice. So,
A little bit.
okay.
Can you be a little bit specific? Was there like a vendor from last year whose presence you really enjoyed the most, or
I
an
think
organization?
it's actually ourselves.
Oh.
Although we're not technically a vendor, but we have like a gallery that has lots of like different like West African artifacts. I think people always ask us like, "Oh, is this for sale?" Usually, it's not for sale because they are very hard to acquire objects. I think we have a few of them behind us, like these.
I see the drum and the hats.
Yeah. So those will be all for display at the Sounds of Africa Festival. We'll have like different types of like advertisement about our own programs, but I think it's actually like the most prominent vendor stand that we have on that day. I feel like I'm really excited to see what new things we have this year. I think this track behind me might be one of them.
Yeah. So I will come back to you about your organization and the programs that you guys do and do advertise during the festival. But now I'm going to go back to Sahara. So what other activities does the Washington African Center offer for children year-round, like after the festival itself?
Yeah, so the festival itself is actually going to help raise money for some of our other programs that we offer. We do offer a Badu after-school program, so the children can come in, they learn about West African culture, about foods, even like clothes, textiles, everything. And then we will usually make an activity based off of that. And then they'll do homework. And then maybe at the end, if there's time, we'll play games, maybe do a little dancing. We have had a drum circle a couple of times, which is a lot of fun. And then that's all during the school year. And then after the school year, during the summer, we tend to take field trips. So the children would go on trips to the zoo, to local parks, to beaches. We went to the Mukilteo Beach last year. It was incredible. And there is also a community garden that Wawak has that they will take the children to about once a week during the summer. Last year it was every Wednesday. So every Wednesday we would go out to the garden and teach kids about sustainability, about how to garden, how to take care of plants properly, all those things. So we offer quite a few things for children here at Wawak. And I heavily encourage the community to send over their children whenever they can.
And just to confirm, most of these activities are free for community members, right?
All of these activities are completely free for all of the members. There may be times during the summer we may ask for you to chip in just a little bit if they are doing something like the zoo. But other than that, the activities are completely free, especially the after school program. I know quite a few kids who heavily relied on that program just as a way to make friends, as a way to learn about their culture, and as a way to relate both themselves in their modern times to their lives here in America.
Oh, nice.
So it's a very nice program, and it's a very good program, one that I am very proud of and happy with, and happy that Wawak provides it.
Okay. So I'm going to stick with you for a bit. I have a personal question I got to ask. So specifically to you, like, what was your favorite project that you did with the kids for after school program, maybe this year or last year? Just
Yeah, there were quite a few. I obviously loved all the field trips that we took. I adored when we would make slime. The kids were obsessed with slime this last year, so we made slime a couple of times. But my absolute favorite would be when we made a variation of fried peanut snacks. So in Africa, they have street vendors that sell fried peanut snacks. So we made like a variation of it ourselves.
Mhm.
We had the kids roll just peanut butter, powdered sugar, and then something else I can't remember. They just rolled it all together. We made little peanut butter balls. It was really fun.
sounds like it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have any today?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. So this is for you, Fabian.
Mhm.
I mean, in terms of success, how successful was last year's festival, and what are the expectations for Sounds of Africa Festival 4.0?
I think we had a very successful event last year. I think it went smoothly, everything as expected. We had a lot of like fun performances. I think this year, although we aren't expected to do as many activities as we did last year, I think it's still on track to kind of have a lot of activities for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I think our successful is just like asking people to come, asking them to come and join us, just enjoy the event. I don't think there's like any goals that we have for anyone. It's just to kind of come, vibe with us, enjoy the park, look at all the other vendors that we have, and just learn more about like our community, what we have to offer, and what the other organizations nearby have to offer as well during our event.
I mean, I'll go back to you. Like, are there any metrics that you can share with us about last year's festival? Like in terms of like how many vendors you had, like how many people attended?
I don't know off the top of my head, actually. I didn't keep track of the numbers myself to say like for sure like what was successful about the event in terms of like numbers. I think we had people collecting information, but because that was more like voluntary, whether or not you want to like enlist your name, I don't think we got numbers for like every single attendee for the event.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Back to you, Sarah. So now we're going to talk about the centerpiece of this whole festival. You ready for
Yes.
it? So why is the fashion show such an important part of the festival itself?
Yeah, absolutely. The fashion show, like you said, is the centerpiece.
Mhm.
It's where we are able to showcase I would say, our most diverse people, and we're able to show off fashion. We're able to show off kind of traditions in certain countries. Each of our models will be representing a specific country in Africa. I myself will be representing Morocco and some other areas in Northern Africa. I do know that we also have models for Algeria, Tanzania, Nigeria, all over Africa. But this fashion show is really just a way for us to convey culture all across Africa, to show that it's not just one giant homogenous idea. It is varied, and every country is different, and every culture is different. So it's a great way to showcase just different cultures, different ideas. We will be showcasing dances. There will be some freestyle dances as well as some traditional dances. So the fashion show is just a really great way to showcase and kind of educate people who may not have seen these cultures in any way outside of just hearing about them. So we will be showing off countries that people may not be super familiar with, but as a result, we will be showing them some really cool and interesting and very unique things. So I'm very excited to show our outfits off and our dance moves.
Okay, that's awesome. So speaking of the fashion show itself, are the kids going to be a part of it as well, or are they excluded with something?
So the kids do have quite a bit on their shoulders this year. They're doing the performance. They are doing the dance. I do have a couple of our video program students that are older will participate. Such as Pa's daughter Fatu. She will be in the program. But yeah, there tends not to be the younger kids because they've already got so much going on. But yeah, there will be older kids participating for sure.
Awesome. So the next one is back to you, Fabian.
Mm-hmm.
Can you share a memorable moment that captured the spirit of community unity from last year's festival?
I actually feel like it was the fashion show. I feel like that was what brought so many people together because it was, I think, the most organized portion of our event aside from the performances from our artists that joined us last year. But it represented so many different countries. It brought all of the grandmas together for the event. They were all kind of like huddled up next to each other watching the whole event. I think we had the highest number of attendance like in that moment as well. Like everyone was just focused on like the whole thing. I feel like the fashion show is a very important thing because it represents so many of the different, not just West African countries. We had like East African, North Africa, South Africa. We had representation of the whole entire continent of Africa. And I think that was such a unifying thing for everyone in the community, whether you're of African descent or not. I think it was a really important thing to see just the representation of everyone.
Oh, nice. So during the fashion show, like, was there a moment that you found yourself learning about a new culture or a new country from the continent that you didn't know before?
I think countries. I mean, I didn't think I'm like fully familiar with like the whole continent of Africa. It has like so many different countries in there. Just like seeing a better representation of the culture, not just like hearing a name and associating it with the continent, but just seeing a lot more details like of what people represent in those countries. Just like the music, the fashion, accessories like drums. I think a lot of people holding like instruments, headwear. It was a very, I think, thing.
Oh, nice. So, what would you say was your favorite outfit from last year's fashion show? If you could only pick one, I know like all of them were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
African culture is the best; they're all amazing. But if you had to pick one as your absolute, what would you go for?
I think the one that stood out the most was actually from Ethiopia.
Oh,
one of our volunteers last year, Havinet, represented 2 countries that year, and I think the one that stood out the most was Ethiopia. She wore a red outfit, and I think just the color itself kind of stood out the most.
Oh, nice. What about for you, Sarah?
I don't know. I can't name a specific country off the top of my head, but I can definitely say that the patterns and the colors were so vibrant in all of the outfits. I do remember, as I am Morocco and I'm following in the steps, I do remember last year's Morocco fashion, and the person who had conveyed it did a really good job. She wore all black and then gold accessories, and I thought the jewelry was just gorgeous. So anything that was beautiful, I was just amazed by.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna stick to you.
Yeah.
So the next question is about something close to the heart, the medley. So, what kind of food will be available, and what makes it like culturally specific?
Yeah. So there's going to be there's going to be a few food vendors. We don't have everyone confirmed just yet, as we said earlier, but there will definitely be ice cream. There will definitely be shaved ice. I believe it's pronounced awa, right? We will have that. It is a Gambian traditional food, and I know that it incorporates a lot of meats, so chicken and lamb specifically. So definitely expect to eat well when you come. I remember last year there was a salad, which sounds kind of crazy, a salad out of everything, but the salad blew me away. It was so delicious. There was no dressing on it. It was amazing.
Wait, what kind of salad are we talking about here?
It was just like a salad. It came on the side of some lamb. So it was lamb and then salad. And it tasted like lemony. It was so delicious. And like I said, it didn't have any dressing on it. And I've never eaten salad without dressing. So I was amazed personally.
Nice. Okay, so on to you, Fabian. Like almost the same kind of question.
Yeah.
Was there a cuisine from last year that kind of blew your mind?
There was, I think, 2 food vendors last year, which I don't think are going to be joining us this year. But I think one of the ones that is going to join us this year is from a local restaurant here in Wood. It's called DJ's Kitchen. They're just off of Ashley here in Linwood, and I think their chicken is like the best. They have the best fries. Their chicken is really good. So just to speak to like what we're gonna expect from this year, I think we're excited to see local businesses join us for our.
Okay.
I hope to see them there if they get approved. I'm not sure if they've been approved or not.
We'll have to see them, and especially if they make grilled chicken, like why not?
And if they're not coming to the event, you should still support them with everything.
Definitely. Like now that you mention it, that's the next spot for dinner for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So the next question is now back to you. So why is it important for people to attend the, like in your opinion?
I think it's just to kind of get a better eye of like a different community. Like if you're not of the West African community, just come and join us, see what we have to offer. Because I think there's just so much richness in culture with West Africa and just Africa in general. And I think WAWAC does a really good job of like representing everyone. And I think part of our mission statement is like bridging the gap between us and the wider community. And I think WAWAC really does a good job of like doing that, just connecting the outside with us, and then just like making it for them, you know, because I feel like even though I don't have any African descent in me, I feel like really at home just being here around all these people who just are always so welcoming. I think that's kind of like the passion our director of.
Oh, nice. So the next one is back to you, Sarah. So how does it feel as a non-community member to be part of the festival?
Well, like Fabian said, WAWAC does a really great job in building that bridge towards its community and to people outside its community. I have felt very welcome this last year volunteering with WAWAC and working with the kids and doing everything that I've been doing. It's been very welcoming. It's been a very unique experience as well. I really enjoy it, and I think that this community offers something that is really hard to find nowadays in the modern era. It's just really nice to be able to go somewhere, somewhere that isn't work, that isn't home. It's just very nice to be able to talk to people. And I think that this festival is really like an accumulation of WAWAC's mission to connect its community with people outside of it. I think that this festival is a great way for people to become incorporated. And I think it's a great way for people to really see cultures outside of their own. So I overall feel very welcomed in this community.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So now we're going to talk about like the feel and the experience of being at the festival itself. So this question is going to be for you, Fabian. So what can a first-time attendant expect when they arrive? Like what are they going to feel in the first 5 minutes when they just get to Garfield Park on the 15th of August?
August 15th.
I think it's just like seeing everything. You're probably going to like hear the music as soon as you're like arriving. So I think that's going to be going on throughout like the entire day, just performances from local artists. So I think just the energy is just different. Like once you reach even just the vicinity of the park, but you'll get a feel of, I think, just welcoming community. It's in the heart of Everett, if you've ever been there. So I think even just like the neighboring people, if like you're going out, like just walking your dog around the neighborhood, you might just hear us, and I think you should just come over, check things out. I think it's a good way to learn something new, come in, check out the vendors. I think just walking through, just check us out.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Obviously, this is going to be my first time attending too, so obviously I can't wait for it. I'm very much excited. I'm more excited because I'm going to be modeling as well. I'm going to be representing some African countries, and I cannot wait for that part, you know?
Yeah.
So now we're going to move back to Sarah once again.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, what is the best part about the Sounds of Africa Festival?
Oh man,
I know
the whole thing. I'm just
You gotta be specific.
if I had to choose just one, I think it would be the sense of community you get. It's obviously a very basic answer, but just the vendors who show up, they seem so dedicated to what they're doing. The food is incredible. The music is incredible. You see people dancing just in front of the stage, I think. And then the ability to create connections, the ability to network. It's a very unique opportunity to meet people that you never would have met before. So my absolute favorite part is just the connections made and the community you can feel when you walk in. Like when you walk into the grounds, you hear the music, you see the people, you smell the food, and you know that you're somewhere nice and you're somewhere safe, kind of, but you're just somewhere where you're going to enjoy your time. And I think that's very important to do, is enjoy yourself, enjoy your time.
Oh, nice. Okay, back to you, Lillian. So how can people support the festival and Wawak's mission in general?
I think we have like different ways. I'm hoping we can put them up for people to scan our codes. We accept donations from anyone in any way, in any amount. I think easiest way is just to go to our website, wawak.org. If you add /donate at the end, you'll go directly to our donation page. You can just enter your credit card information, or you can link it to your PayPal if you want to feel a little more about your transaction. But we have like a separate PayPal account, Venmo, Cash App. I think that's like one of the major ways that we accept donations. I think it's really important because this year we don't have a whole lot of sponsors for this event. So this is like fully self-funded by the community and some of our more major donors. I think just supporting this community and this event is really important, and we have a lot of different ways for everyone to donate.
So in terms of our preparation, because like you mentioned a little bit about that, is there a way like people can participate in helping you prepare? Like, is there a way for volunteer being a preparation committee or something?
Yes, we are asking for volunteers from the community as well, because I think it's another thing we're kind of lacking this year.
So how can they reach out to you? Like,
we'll just call the number on our website. We'll have lots of people entering the phone throughout the day, throughout the coming weeks, to come in person, come visit the office, talk to us, just show interest. We'll definitely get you signed up. I think we'll get you easily signed up to help. I think our volunteers are really important. This organization doesn't work without volunteers. I think they're our most important asset. Sarah is one of them. I think we always have a great sense of community, great people helping us. So I think if you want to come out, volunteer. If you can't donate money, donate your time. We're always willing to help with any kind of programming. If you like being here, we always support other programs. Our garden also needs some volunteers, so not just this Friends of Africa event, although if you can help, just come, we'll talk to you.
Okay, so you heard it here first. You can either donate money to support in organizing the festival, or you can actually volunteer and become part of the festival itself. There's so many things for you to do. You can help set up on the day before, or you can come on the day off, and there's all the things that you can do that day. In fact, we're still looking for a few more models. So anyone interested, we're going to have a sign-up sheet that's going to be on the screen. So now, my final question for Sahara. Why is it important for people to attend the festival?
Well, I think the most important reason people should attend this festival is to support their community, is to support our community here at Wawak. I think that it's really important that we support each other, especially in modern times. So I think that having people come, having people show up, it not only, helps us, but it also helps them. It shows them a different side of, I guess, the world and of just like their local community. There's a large African population here in Washington that a lot of people just aren't aware of. So it's really nice being able to show people that this community exists and that there are things outside of their communities that they can participate in. And I think that it's just a really great idea to bring people together, to have unity. So I think that it's just a wonderful festival, and everyone should come if they can. So, yeah.
Great. So I know you mentioned a bit earlier that it's an opportunity for local nonprofit organizations to actually get in touch with the local community and let them know the services they offer and supporting them. Can we talk a little bit about the services that Wawak specifically offers throughout the year to support the local community?
Yeah.
Like any of you guys can go first.
I know that there was quite a few. I did work in the drop-in center, where people can come in for rental assistance, for housing assistance. Besides that,
can you talk more about the rental housing assistance? Like, how does it work? Who's qualified?
That would be a question for our friend Fabian here.
There we go. Nice transition.
I think, yeah, our drop-in center does basically all of the filtering for our people, because you do have to be enrolled in the HMIS program to be able to qualify for housing assistance, which means you can't receive assistance from multiple organizations. So we check with the system, make sure that people, if they haven't already received assistance, that they still qualify for more from our specific programs inside of like track through data. The main, I guess, grantor that helps with this program is the Snohomish County, through their homelessness prevention program that helps our community. I think it's one of the most important programs that we have. But at the moment, we are also offering people legal assistance for people who have been like post-convicted. We'll be able to help them like regain their licenses, gain employment again, like kind of clear some things from their record that have been affecting their livelihood, so that they can kind of get back on their feet. It's not just housing assistance that helps the community, but everything else that encompasses, like, I guess, our limitations. I'm not sure what the right word is to say. I'm not always great at like wording things, but those are just two of our programs. We also have like the after school program, which is our Badu after school program. We have one in King County and one in Snohomish County. Both of them are funded by two separate grantors. We offer assistance for people who are victims of domestic violence as well. We keep everything very confidential for those people. We tax assistance at the moment. We're still offering people to file their taxes throughout the rest of the year with our VITA program. What else do we have?
There's so many.
There's honestly so many. Some of them are honestly just about like informing the community. The other one comes from I think, the LNI. I believe I'm not sure. Maybe I won't speak on that one if I can't speak confidently about it. But we do have other things. You can visit our website and find out more about all the services that we offer. Our Facebook page does advertising all the time. You can sign up for our newsletter, and you can get emails about everything that we offer in our community events. We can be the first ones to know about any new programs that we're starting up, because we're always getting new grants, new funding from local communities or the government, just to kind of help out everyone to get assistance for anything that they need.
Yeah, great. Okay, so before we go, is there anything you guys want to say before we go? Like one last thing. Well, what do you want the people to know about this festival, about WAWAC in general? It's up to you.
I want people to know that this festival is really important to WAWAC, and that WAWAC is doing amazing things. And please support WAWAC in any way that you can, either with your time, with your money, anything that you can do to help. We greatly appreciate it. We are just trying to reach as wide of an audience as possible. We are just trying to help as many people as possible. So please support our mission in doing so.
Fabian?
I think I kind of agree. I think it's really important to just kind of show up in any way that you can, even if it's just to attend. Just come and check things out, learn about what we have to offer, where other local organizations have to offer. We're going to have a lot of vendors just to kind of talk about other community members' missions and what they're doing in the community, because even though they're making a big impact, we're also connecting people with services that we can't offer. Just if you want to help out, donate. If not, volunteer your time. And if you can, just come and join us. I think it's just important to show up for our community. We have a very special thing going on here, and I think everyone should check it out.
Nice. Thank you so much, Sahara. Thank you so much, Fabian. It was a pleasure having you guys and talking about Sons of Africa Festival. So, once again, Sons of Africa Festival, 15th of August in Everett, Garfield Park, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. A celebration of cultural heritage through live performances. They're going to be DJs, dancers, drumming groups, and it's all going to be there for you. There's going to be a lot of different African cuisine from across the continent. You don't want to miss it. And finally, we're going to have the prestigious fashion show that myself and Sahara are also going to be a part of. And it's going to be representing fashion trends from across the continent. So once again, you want to be there, bring the whole family, because we're also going to have a lot of activities for children as well. There's going to be free haircuts, face painting, and a bouncy castle. I know I look like a kid, so I'll probably be in the bouncy castle too. So from the Washington West African Center, this has been a pleasure having you guys, and can't wait to see you there. 15th of August, 1 p.m., Garfield Park. Thank you.